Welcome back to the episode. We are going to loot Sarevok and all of the other stuff and see what we can do. Alrighty, let's see. Lizelle, on the other hand, definitely needs some loving. Let's just heal up as best as we can. Also, I should have like a ton of health potions by now. There you go. That should be enough.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Yeah. Also, this dude is dead. Oh, yeah. Because of all of the explosions. That makes total sense. And we got ourselves... Ooh, good stuff. A Sword of Chaos. Now, that sounds good. I don't know if this one actually ignores resistance or if this is just... probably just the application of the Adamantine Longsword. All of those effects are always put onto the new weapons. Chaos. On hit, regain 1 to 6 hit points. Oh, okay. So was he if he was using that, then that means he basically regenerated them himself. But it could just also mean that he had like a slightly different weapon. Oh, wait. This is like a mace and a sword combined. That's weird. Anyway, Sarevok's Horned Helmet. Deathbringer's Sight. You gain dark vision up to a range of 3 meters, or 15 if you already have it. The number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. Dauntless. You can't be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions. Constitution saving throw +1. This one, sadly, does not give you critical hit defense, which is something that I like to have. But it's definitely something good. Amulet of Bhaal. On a hit, inflict bleeding upon targets that have maximum hit points. So you can only use it once, and this bleeding effect is there for 2 turns or something like that. Yeah, removed by healing, yada yada. But there is definitely a limit to it. So, Abattoir Key and map to Bhaal Temple. Huh. Just like that. So, something is... Oh, a keyhole. Well, we are going to loot a bit more. All of those spirits are gone. Bones. Wait. Could it be that the ghosts were just bones?
Road ahead.
Could be. Like a voodoo thing. Nothing happens if you sit on this thing. Good. So we got Sarevok. Oh, and there is also like more.
Let me shy while I'm at it.
I'm at her. Yeah. And we got that and that. Another book to read. Oh, and those guardians. Can I loot them? Yes. With a little bit of luck, I have at least like a weapon or something. Ah, nice. They have good stuff. Yeah, look at that. So these guardians are actually the real prize. Where's that rope that I found? Nowhere to be found. Okay, so what do we got? This one? This one? Hell Dust say. Oh, wait a minute. She's wearing that. What am I wearing? Also something like that, probably. Wait, maximum level reached. Huh? Since when does it say that? Huh? That's weird. It never said maximum level reached. Which means that I have gotten so much experience that right now I am level 13, I think. I think this is what it means. Like we could level up, but we can't. Interesting. We are not allowed to. So all of this and this and this and this and this and this goes to camp for now. What do we have here? Inflict wounds. Oh, this is a cool one. Sadly, it's just a necrotic spell. Oh, attack +1 is good. +1 to spell attack rolls and spell save DC. Yeah, okay. Saving throw +1. Inflicting wounds. More than? Once per long rest, but a lot. This is a lot of damage. The thing is, you can't just get yeah, wear this thing in combat, you're wasting an action. You gain long strider movement, yeah, but I can just make long strider permanently, so that's not an issue. And athletics. What else? Blackguard sword, dazing smite. On a hit infused with one of your smites, the target must succeed a Constitution saving throw or become dazed. Nice. So she could just smite stuff, and dazing does disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, can't take reactions, and loses dexterity bonus to their armor class. That's good. Which means it's only good if the enemy is not wearing heavy armor, because heavy armor doesn't have a dexterity bonus anyway, so that's it. But again, there's only one weapon that ignores resistance, and that thing will be used all the time. Yeah, slashing, 32. The damage is higher, but what good is higher damage if it's always getting resisted, right? So you can basically think of this as, well, without the necrotic and fire damage, maybe. Yeah, and sometimes necrotic is immune. Necrotic damage, yeah, but they're immune against and fire the same. So you got yourself like 5 or 6 damage to 15 or something, if you just get roughly half of that. Whereas this one here is basically always the maximum, right? Not only can you roll very low, but you also halve the whole thing. Whereas this one does the damage constantly. Wait, if you think about it, this one is like 8 to 23, and this one is like 5 to 15, 16. Anyway, don't know who should get that one though. Someone who would benefit from a critical roll bonus or so. But it's probably not Lizelle, because critical hit stuff, it can only be Astarion. But this is medium armor, and Astarion is not a medium armor guy. The only other one with medium armor is me. Good thing is it's a Constitution saving throws +1, which is nice. But I think I have no real use for this thing. Sadly. Sadly. There are really cool weapons in here, but they are not necessarily better than the ones that I have right now. Or at least I don't see them being better. So, the Shield of the Undevout. Dreadful hero. Your foes have disadvantage on saving throws to resist your spells or actions that inflict fear. I don't use fear, so that's already a goner. You gain 1 level 1 spell slot. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, yeah, they can become prone, sure. Blackguard Plate. 19 armor class, which is pretty decent. It's a heavy armor though. Disadvantage on stealth checks, makes sense. Advantage on wisdom saving throws. That's good, because wisdom is usually used for, or like, against mind-altering things, like charm or whatever, I think. All incoming damage is reduced by 1. Okay, so this is at least a goodie. But again, heavy armor. What else can we read? The Mason's Journal. Never in all the years of my craft have I felt I was carving my own tomb. This armored husk I once thought a man. He has trapped me here during the renovations, while he says I'm free to leave after the work's done. Ilmater, this God's awful smeller. I'm no fool. So, map to Bhaal Temple. This sketch map shows a dotted line to follow to get to Bhaal's Temple. Below the sketch are some instructions. Use a round street hatch to enter the city sewers. Proceed northwest. Find your way into the Undercity ruins, which we have. Blood the skull to pass the door. Follow the trail of murder to the Bhaal Temple door and praise Bhaal. Oh! So you have to put blood on that skull. Okay, I was almost about to try that. Now we know. Put blood on that skull. Makes sense. Yeah, how do we do this? I don't intend to hit anyone with that. So, let's just throw that away. Yeah, this one is cool. I have to see if anyone in here would benefit from any of these armor thingies. So, while obscured. Okay, so we would convert like this thingy to this thingy. Balduran can't be stunned, which is good. Attackers can't have critical hits on the wearer, and there's always a 2 hit point healing thing. You have +1 bonus to armor class and saving throw. Like, of course, it's a legendary item, which is slightly better than this, but still. Dark vision is somewhat useful. Number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. That is good. But this one, attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. And resistance to fire damage. Like, all of this is... I do use this and this item here very, 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 very long. Also this one here. All of those were made in the forge. they help you until the end game. It's pretty interesting. Saving throw +1. So if I could get myself a like +3 shield with a bonus effect, I may even think of something else. You gain 1 level 1 spell slot. I mean, I could also try that. Foes have disadvantage at saving throws to resist your spells or actions that inflict fear. Hits you with a melee attack. You can use your reaction to knock it prone. Unless I succeeded. Or I could just use my reaction to deal damage. Which one of those is better? Like, one of it is easier to do than the other. I would say like dealing damage is more important than proning. Prone should not be like a special effect. Prone should be an addition on a damaging effect. So let's see. What's some 19. It's 17. It's like 21. It's 18, so it's slightly better than that. But this... Oh! Attackers can't land critical hits on the Vara. I could... give Lizelle this helmet. The Constitution saving throw would improve on that. Her crits would get even better. Can't be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion altering conditions. This is actually really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Hunter's Mark is something that I always forget to use. Resistance to fire damage, on the other hand, that might have also been one that kept her safe all along, but I'll just give her that. And then we are looking at the... No resistance, no nothing. Okay. Yeah, resistance to fire damage might or might not be something cool. So, let's give her the helmet though, just so we can switch that if need be. Now what about the sword? I have no real use for the sword. It's a one-handed thing, which is... No, two-handed. Ugh. Okay, wait a minute. How much damage would Lizelle do with that thing? 26. Wait, what? 2d6 plus 8 slashing damage. And plus... Why is it only so little? That's weird. Wait, what was the thing with the double... Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There's something in here that does the strength modifier bonus or something. It's an object they always crit. This weapon ignores resistance to slash damage. There's that. This armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth ability checks and adds the full dexterity modifier. The thing is, I have so much dexterity that I actually wanted to put on the armor. 26 and 10. Yeah, look at that. Actually, the armor class is the same, but Karlach is now much better off. Yeah, look at that. It's just one thing that Karlach cannot... Or can she? No, wait a minute, she can. Because this is not that other kind of heavy armor that I placed on her. That's actually a good one. So I can keep this at your full dexterity modifier. Saving throws get higher, which is good. Does not impose disadvantage on self ability checks. You are considered proficient. Okay. When you succeed saving throw, the caster receives burning. You have resistance to fire damage, which she already has and cannot be burned. You take 3 less damage from all sources. Now the real question is, who would benefit from this the most? Like, Karlach is kind of like Lizelle. But because this gives you proficiency, this is actually something good. And the flying thing. Okay, so that means the Karlach can stay alive. could also try to give this to Astarion, but that does not really help that much. The better thing about the whole change in armor is that this one does not weigh that much though. Anyway, what about my saving throws? +4 from dexterity, yeah. So +4, which means like this one would be 21, the same as that one, right? That if I had, for example, more dexterity, then I would get even higher values, right? Not proficient, but 5 dexterity points. Interesting. So yeah, higher than 26 might be something very difficult to get. This is the heavy thing. All incoming damage is reduced by 1 with some saving throws. Yada. No crits is better than anything. This is heavy armor. You are considered proficient with this armor while wearing it. This armor, not. What if I were to give her like other stuff though? Attackers can't do critical hits on the wearer. No, critical hits is here. Anti-crit is here. Anti-crit is also this one, so it would be better for someone, yeah, for Astarion to actually wield this, and I can also not be critted. So if someone else would be would take this crit, actually, if the Astarion could get the Helldusk helmet and not be critted ever. You can see the magical order of darkness up to so much you cannot be blinded. The wielder has +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. Yeah, that helps. And then I can try to give this to Karlak, if that works. Now, question. Can't cast spells, not proficient with equipped helmet. Ah, yeah. You're proficient with the armor, not the helmet. And that is why. And, she cannot cast this, or this, or this, or this. Okay. Let's give her that again. And then the rest should light up. Yeah, as usual. So, I want to give Astarion a better helmet, but or headwear, whatever, but I don't have it. Amulet of Bhaal. This looks kind of like a key item, quest related, whatever. Let's just move this in here because it's important. Get orange Neverstone, sure. Gonna do that in a moment. Now, what am I going to do with this? Strength, saving throws +1, and attack +1. This is more important. What about this one? Your armor class is increased by 1. In addition, you have bardic, whatever. Armor class is good. When the warrior deals noxious, this bonus effect is cool. Gain a +2 bonus to attacks and whatever. So this one can go back to camp, even if it has cool effects. Long stride is not necessary because we already are long striding. Karlak would deal more damage, yes, but we cannot really penetrate the resistance of certain enemies. So, yeah, actually, it would be better for me to figure out if the enemy is resistant or not, and then equip a certain sword, or to just dual wield and be done with that this way. That would actually be a very good idea, but we can just send it to camp. The shield is something that I don't really use. I mean, I could give it to Karlak. When a foe hits you with the wield, and then she can just put enemies in fear mode. Your foes have disadvantage on. Yeah, but I don't use fear. I don't use fear spells. And this one is something that I have no real use for, so that one goes to camp as well. Good. Now, what about that sword? I want to use the sword. But I have no use for the sword. It would be nice, though. On someone who already does. Yeah, when you heal a creature, okay, and that creature can't be yourself, I think. But yeah, let's just take this and this and put it to camp. Everybody's happy. So perfect. Is there something on Shield of the Undead? Spell slot depleted. Undevout, spell slot depleted. What do you mean? That's an interesting effect. But that shield is gone. Weird. What I'm actually thinking about is like, is there a way Like, why is the damage on the dagger so little? If I were to give him a normal weapon like swords or yeah anything bigger, then Astarion would actually deal more damage with daggers. But does he have like dagger bonus damage or something like that? I don't know. There's probably something like bonus whatever stuff with finesse weapons or something like that. Deal extra damage to a foe you have advantage against. Also works if you have an ally within something limited and you don't have disadvantage. Must be wielding a... There you go. Finesse weapon in main hand. Okay. This is the important bit. A finesse weapon. This is why I cannot really use that. But Astarion would actually deal a ton of damage with it. Yeah. Once per turn. Ah, yeah. Finesse. And the finesse thing usually does a little bit less damage. That's why. Okay. So, we did loot everything. The way down into the... there. Rage impeded. Permanent. Weighed down by heavy armor until the armor is removed. Raging won't grant extra damage. Resistance to physical damage or advantage on strength checks and saving throws. It's removed. Raging won't grant extra damage. Resistance to physical armor. Physical damage or advantage on this is the thing. Enter your rage mode. You can use Unrelenting Force and have resistance to all damage except psychic damage. Enter rage that makes you tough enough to stand up to any punishment, sure. Weighed down by heavy armor until the armor is removed. Raging won't grant extra damage. I don't have extra damage rage. Resistance to physical damage. Physical, very specific. Or advantage on strength checks and saving throws. None of the rage that I would... The thing is, I could use it, right? And make some good use of it. And not take that much damage. Won't grant... So you basically are completely rage impeded. It's kind of a stupid armor to wear on Karlach, but for some reason her armor class is higher, and not getting hit is better than taking less damage. So, I don't know. If I can think of something better, then I'm gonna switch it around again, but for now, that might be something much better, something much cooler to use. Okay, but there's still this this other door here. Rage impeded.
How much further can I go?
I gave Karlach the bear heart so she can... Yeah, so she's able to not take any damage, but... Anyway. What else do we have here though?
Attention.
Any traps? Anything? No. This screams pressure plates, and it's an old prison. Why are they down here in an old prison? Wait. Okay, I would say that the... What is this? Okay, good. Just a chain thing. I would say that the key to these prisons is in... Yeah, behind that door. Let's see. What else do we find in here? Valuable things. Nice.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
And good stuff to read. Oh, bird up sex all the way up there. I wanted to say, yeah, usually you are not large enough, not tall enough to reach it. But this time again, you really are not tall enough to reach it. So... What else we got though? Legacy Ledger? Interesting. Oh yeah, more to read.
What's this?
What
What to do, what to do, what to do. This is the wrong character for these shenanigans.
What's cooking?
Spells are for me, of course. What's this one? A page from Sarevok's book. A page torn from what appears to be a memoir by Sarevok Antchev. The blood of Bhaal must never be wasted, only multiply. I knew it from the moment of her birth, and every day thereafter. I watched the babe become a woman. Helena, my shape-shifting beauty, my daughter, and Bhaal's waiting womb. In her I planted my Lord's seed, and thus did we beget the blood lamb Orin, the child of my child, and Bhaal's sacrifice in waiting. I did not know that it would be Orin that Bhaal favored, not Helena, but it matters not. Orin would help to bring forth a new birth in Bhaal's name, a word baptized in blood. Okay. Interesting. No reaction to it. Huh. Interesting family matters, but okay. Herein are logged the blood requisitions, the corpse wealth of our sacrifices, taken from their dead hands. After chronicling and the assassin's claim of their own dive, the remainder should be brought afore the temple's leader, no longer the butler as in past times. What follows is a detailed financial log of loot from dead targets, always accompanied by indulgent purple prose describing their cause of death. What else do they do with that? Weird.
Let's get going. What path lies before me?
So, I said that there might be a way to get a key, but somehow I didn't. I didn't get the key. Why did I not get the key?
Marching.
Maybe there is no key. Maybe there never was. Good.
What a day.
Time for you to open up those things.
Simple.
Could be a 15. No, a simple 10. I see something at the end of the corridor. A keychain.
I'll just help myself.
Guess what key that might be for? Unbelievable. Tribunal Prison Key. Yeah. You just have to look at it and then you see like, oh, a key. The fact that you can actually loot the thing is kind of nice at least.
Hey ho. Let's ride.
But yeah. The other way is always the universal key that I have.
What do we have here?
So let's just split up a little bit so that I can take these items easier. Oh, dinner planning. And thousands of buckets. It actually does make kind of sense why I'm so keen on looting everything. Because the previous fight was a little cheesy, I know, because I used up my consumables in a way that kind of feels game breaking at least. Because nothing, none of those. I used up any actions and I just did an awful lot of damage with it. Why is there an Orville here? There's no... Uh-oh. I wanted to talk to him, but I don't think this is working. Where's the head, though? There's no head for the guy, but Orville. What do we have Orville here? The bodies of our lambs must be nourished. An exclusive deal has been made with the runner of a mass grave corpse yard in the Merrick peatlands. Preserved bog body will be added from now on as a side to every meal for the faithful. If the prisoners don't like it, they can starve. Dear Quil, Dear Quil, do you remember me? We spent a sweet evening chatting to one another after you gave a heart-stopping performance at the Nash Killing. When I was on a patrol tour, I heard you were headed to Baldur's Gate to get your songbook published, and I've pre-ordered my copy. If you'd forgive a humble fist's boldness, I sent you in writing what I wasn't bold enough to say on that night. Each one of your scales is a gem. Your eyes shine brighter than your throat fire. Images of you have beset me since we met. You must have many suitors as a scholar of love ballads, but perhaps when you get to the gate you'd meet me one starry night in the Blushing Mermaid. The letter is clearly unfinished. The fist intended to write more before sending it. Quil, dear Quil, dear Quil. I think I know that bard. I do know that bard. Either Quil is in the Blushing Mermaid,
Progress. Best be on
because
my
there
way.
was one, or if you go like to the higher floors or something, that might be it. The did I open that chest? Yeah, I did. The other thing could be that we come across this Quil fellow just on our way, randomly. He still has a sword. What would happen if you were to hit him with... Oh no, wait, No, all of his effects are gone. No, permanently armed still, so this is why he still has a sword. Wait a minute. If he's permanently armed, even in death, then... What weapon did we even pick from him? And why didn't he use that one? So, keyhole. Let's see what this one does. Open it up. Probably teleports us towards...
Don't be trouble now.
No, it opens up it. Ooh. Talk to the Murder Tribunal Sacrifice. Valeria. No way.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
Yeah. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to loot
For
things.
the charmer.
So we got ourselves a blood pool. Murder
Get
Tribunal
here and
thing.
free me at once!
Yeah. Oh, there's no chest around.
Trust no one.
No chest, no key
A
around.
crooked touch.
Let's see.
They're
20.
supposed to be locked up, not me! Get me out!
Yeah. But they are dead. No need to locking anyone up.
Have you no ears? Or are you just thick? Free me!
Yeah. Oh. Sarevok's golden key. So it could be
Release me, you ingrate!
the key to what? If he screams anymore, I think I'm going to ponder
Get here and free me at once!
about saving him or not. So, all of those two go to Lizelle. She's my poison carrier. This one goes to Astarion because of reasons. And gold, of course, is my stuff. What do we got here? Memoirs of my... No? Memoirs of my death. This is a memoir describing in detail the visions of Bhaal seen by Sarevok after his death in the Bhaal temple centuries ago. The brethren often ask me, what was it like to die? They expect me to present a warring conflict, the humiliation of defeat against the honor of sacrifice. But once dead, it is impossible to think of oneself, of life, for you are in Bhaal's own embrace. Bhaal's domain is a red wasteland in a starless sky, halted in time before the collapse of the final sun. There I wandered, tasting the end of all things. I was dragged back from the precipice, bound to a living husk, again by my mocking sibling. I resented it at first. I had forgotten how to breathe, to eat, all the animal functions of the pity who cling to life. But when I was cruelly resurrected, my faith was bolstered more through my death than it could be through life, and would bring about Bhaal's perfect finale, the melting of the crimson sun above the lakes of blood. It will happen. This world will be carved in his image. Mastodonian Memoirs, Volume 1. Investigator Valeria. Oh. This lightly crumbled personal missive, parchment humming with Mount Celestia's radiance, boasts sporadically recorded entries in a Hollyphant's life. Bloody plain tears. I tell them every time they deploy here. If you send someone to observe the Blood War, there's a danger they could be recruited. Every time they say it's a minor heresy. Why? Zariel wouldn't be the first to fall. Lathander's light doesn't reach that far down into the plains. They say crime doesn't pay around here. They say that in a world of pure good, who'd have motive to do evil? They also say the path to the hells is paved in good intentions. So which is it? Of course, they don't really know. Hypocrites, the lot of them. It's just one bloody adage after another up here. But if you ask what any of them mean, why, who, what, no one's interested. Lulu's no help either. She's a model Holophant, a perfect example, my superiors are quick to remind me, and she's fallen for Zariel's act, hook and all. No, it's not an act. Zariel believes what she's saying. She's just wrong. Foolish, and Lulu's a fool to believe it too. It's official. I depart for Baldur's Gate at the earliest opportunity. Spreading conspiracy, disorderly drinking. First, I didn't know that was a prohibition in place. Second, if you don't want me drunk, don't send me to the Feywild. Gnomes have the best meat, and all the other allegations weighing against my person have tipped my reputation over the edge of a cloud down to Toro. Of course, it's not phrased like that. Your sense of justice is needed by the mortals. Baldur's Gate has a lively tavern scene. Ah, piss off. I know what they are really thinking. Pains the trunk, the lot of them. Not to say, I told you so, but my connections tell me Zariel's broken code to intervene in the Blood War. If only someone had warned them. Apparently, she killed a horde of Yenagu gnolls running rampant down here in Toro. Her heart's in the right place. It's a shame her sword isn't. She's too reckless to be led near the Blood War, and I reckon this is just the beginning. But alas, I've picked up a rather handy new phrase since sitting up in Baldur's Gate. That's none of my business. Yeah, kind of sounds like a bureaucrat almost. All right, so time for us to flee Valeria.
And well,
A Holophant. Where do these fellows actually come from? And why are they so connected to Zariel and all of this? Celestials. I mean, of course, demons and angels and whatnot. They are somewhat linked, bobbing like corks in the earnest and busy muddle puddle of their lives. Holophants are sweet-natured little pachyderms who often serve as helpers to good aligned deities. Yeah.
Citizen, thank the gods you're here. My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, we got the key, I think. We don't have the key for it. Wait a minute, we got ourselves the golden key? So what's the golden key actually good for? Other than nothing.
To be locked up, not me. Get me out.
So you could just break the chains by attacking it, but
For skeleton key.
we're going for the usual game.
Have you no
Problem solved,
just
yet again.
thick? Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Baalist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now.
Why do you put that on a refugee? Do you have any proof for that? Not really a good detective, are you? I didn't do it for you. I did it to gain access to Orit. Yes, Valeria has just happened to be here. How did you end up in here anyway?
After our chat at Charet's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. Paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I'd bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round.
Well, yeah. Are you sure we are finished? I think it's best you get there. You really sure?
You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you... well, you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Bhaal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh? This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
Valeria is actually one of the cool characters in this game. Now, investigate the murders is now done. Gather your allies. Do I have allies? Anything else? No. Gather your allies. Where is that thing when you need it? Allies. Allies. I'm looking for the word ally. There. Valeria feels indebted to us for having saved her from an untimely death. She and her city watch are prepared to support us in the final battle. Looks like we got ourselves an army on our hands if that continues, and look at that. Unbelievable. So that's just Orpheus. That's probably also one of those allies. So let's see. Then we also have like Dribbles the Clown, and I need to get this other stuff going. Now the real question is, can I save Halsin with by doing like a little nifty thing? What I intend to do is I intend to get Dribbles complete. Then I'm trying to defeat Gortash, and then I'm going to do the whole Orin business. Let's hope this order works, because otherwise I might be screwed. Alright. It's kind of nice that we at least managed to get over here. So what about the abilities? They might be ready. Everybody's healed up. And I do need to buy some stuff from the alchemists while I'm at it. I mean, I could also just go to Gortash directly, but this is main quest related, and I'm one of those people who keeps the main quest for last. Like once I do all of the side, like this is the thing, like once I do the main quest, it's done, right? No more side missions. This is why I do the side missions first. And as a nice side effect, you get yourself good loot, good experience and everything, and the whole lot gets easier. Anyway, where was I? I wanted to buy some stuff from alchemists and so on. There could be something in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I think I have to go to Baldur's Gate teleporter. Let's do a little bit of a shopping tour while we're at it.
Blowing in land today, bringing